everybody. Deanne, Lisa, hello. Jeremy, welcome. Lady Babs, hello. Blue Skies, welcome. Thanks for being here. Mr. Carlos Spears, hi. Corey, hello. Marcio, welcome. Mr. Carlos Spears, how are you tonight? What you up to? How are you, Parker? Christina, hello. Katie G, welcome. Tex Daniels in Disorderly Conduct, hello. How are you, Gracie? Cheryl, thank you so much for joining my little heart person. I'm good. How are you? What are you up to? I'm just chilling in the Loveship. Thanks for being here, Mr. Carlos. Mona, hello. Everybody who's new here, click that follow button. I appreciate it so much. Double tap that screen. Thanks for being here. Maddie, welcome. Thank you for those likes. J123, hello. April, welcome. User49, hello. Teacher77, hi. What did y'all do this weekend? Did anybody have any sort of fun adventures? Hello, Lindsay. Alfredo, hello. Jay, welcome. A lot of fellas tonight. It's all dudes. Where's our ladies at? C. Shell? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, Kelly. Jimmy, welcome. Now that's just all dudes right here, which is very rare for us. We should have a secret dude meeting. Open the Nor. Hello. Hi, Caitlin. Star, welcome. Are you actually Ken? I am actually Ken. Tana. That's my real name. Haven, hello. Kendra, hi. You're Knopf, thank you. Thank you, Tana. You're Knopf as well. Hello, Corey. Everybody who's watching this right now is Knopf. Sandpaper and Emma, welcome. Tara, thank you for the follow. MJ Jane, thank you for those likes. Hello, Emily. Kylie Smith, thank you for the follow. Hello, Mark. Steve and Addie, welcome. Stephanie, hello. Trust me, I'm a woman. I trust you. I trust you, Cheryl. As a woman, I trust you. Sarah, how are you tonight? Sharon, thank you for the follow. Did you edit? I edited my first version because people were getting upset with my first version of my Barbie movie video. So I edited it and took out the part people were not ready for. How are you, Sharon? Ria, hello. How are you tonight? I'm doing great, Angel Eyes. You're welcome. How are you? I'm doing good. What have you guys been talking about? Ellen, we just started. Or Elin? Aline? Aline? I don't know how to say your name, but we just started. MJ, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I had one part in my 10-minute long Barbie movie that people just weren't ready for yet. People weren't ready for that discussion, so I took it out. Eileen. You look so precious. Well, thank you, V. Heavy on the eye, Ken. May I, boss? Hello, Robert. So, I took that part out and I re-uploaded the video. And nobody's been angry since the re-upload. OC, hello. Olivia, welcome. Lisa, hi. I didn't watch your video because I didn't see the movie yet. Don't want to ruin it. Yeah, don't watch my video if you haven't seen the movie. Knopf JFK, hello. Gracie, welcome. Thank you for the GGs. User 10. My boyfriend was here for 3 days. Now he's gone and I'm depressed. Aw. Mandy, hello. Got it. Went out. Yeah. Do not if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch my video because there are spoilers. And I warn you in the video before I get to spoiling. How's your night going? My night is great, Megan. Greens from Illinois. Thanks for being here. Marza from Illinois. Mike, thank you for the follow. I'll hold off a bit longer. Yeah, it's like I'm disappointed I had to cut the part out that I did, but I just didn't want my comment section to be a big fight, and I feel like that's what it was turning into, so I just took that part out of the video. Marta, I'm doing good. I'm just chilling in the Loveship. How was your weekend? Will I find love, Liz? One day, Liz. One day you'll find love. Thank you for the rose. Leonard, thank you for the follow. So my man ended it with me. I feel like he slept with someone, but I'll never know. It's hard wondering. So Flame, no sort of closure, no sort of discussion on why the two of you needed to break up. TikTok's boyfriend, hello. How are you, Lens? You should give Liz a reading of my Uno cards. Look, I saw that some TikTokers stole my my Uno bit, and I'm not happy with it. Where you live? I live in Ohio. Jesse, hi. I saw that too, Ken. Yeah, people have sent it to me. People have sent a TikToker stole my Uno bit, and it is what it is. I didn't listen to his boundaries, but he never let me see his phone. You're hotter anyway. Well, thank you. My Uno bit. My whole Uno tarot card reading. Can we be friends on Facebook? I don't really use Facebook, but you can follow me on Facebook, Super Ken TikTok. Search me up. I'm on there. Adrena, hello. Joanne, welcome. So, Flame, your boyfriend broke up with you because you didn't listen to his boundaries? Elaborate. What happened? But now she's on there making me out to be crazy when I was right all along. Vanessa, hello. That's how it goes, Michelle. The person who's right's always the crazy looking one. I so welcome. Hello, Eric. Hello, Jen. Thank you for being here. Everyone who's new here, click that follow button. I appreciate it so much. If you want me to follow you back, drop those corgis. Make those corgis shake their ass. I appreciate it so much. And also, become a Love Ranger. I haven't pushed that enough. Let's get 69 Love Rangers. We only have 26. Let's get to 69. Click the star. Subscribe. It's only one lunchable month. And you'll get love next to your name, just like Shell Rise and just like Amy. And you'll get to use cute emotes. Is this cute? And Brunch Daddy. And I'll follow you back. And you get a Love Ranger color live in front of everybody. Everybody, drop some Brunch Daddies in the chat. So people can be jealous that you can drop Brunch Daddies and they can't. Found out the last guy I was talking to was actually married. How did you find out, Sherry? How much for a date? Depends where you live. Marza, thank you for the follow. Pooch, thank you for the follow. Just popping in for a hydration check. We got that water, girl. We hydrated in here. I support Love Rangers. Rhea, drop in the toxic. Brunch Daddies, since I can't post pictures. That could be you, but you're playing. Amy got a Brunch Daddy tattoo, and we love that. I love so much that Amy got an actual Brunch Daddy tattoo. New York. Shiloh, hello. How much for our pizza date in Florida? I have a spare room for guests. To be 100% honest, if y'all want to pay for a date for me, I would do it for like $5,000. I probably wouldn't do it much cheaper. Maybe we could get away with 4K, but look, flights aren't cheap, okay? Flights aren't cheap. And not only that, I'm going to be losing like a weekend of my life. You know? Because I'm not trying to date y'all. Like, it's obviously a fun date. If you want to book a date with me because you think I'm actually going to date you, the answer is no. I'm not going to actually date you. But if you're trying to have like just a fun date, then yeah, probably like 4K, to be honest. That's a whole weekend of my time. A round trip flight is going to be like, I don't know, depends. So we'll just say like $1,500 to be safe. And then I also have to get hotel rooms, so that's another, $500 to be safe. So that's like $2K just to come see y'all. Great, thank you for the little heart person. And then on pocket maybe $2K. Like I'm being generous on the pricing. Like obviously I'm overpricing what flights and hotels would actually be, but just to be safe, I feel like $2,000 for flights and hotel to be on the safe side. And then there's gotta be something in it for me. Hello, Sarah. I found his Facebook and his friend list was public along with his wife's relationship status. Damn. I watched scary movies today, so I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. So be funny, please. All the pressure. Hello, Rihanna. It is late. Gray, hello. You love me? Thank you. You love my videos? Well, thank you, MJ. Great. Thank you for joining my little heart person. Where are you based? I'm in Ohio. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, it would be, if I were to sell dates, it would be a lot cheaper if you came to Ohio. Like, if you came to Ohio, I would probably only charge, like, $1,000, you know? Like, if you came here and you got your own place to stay, like, you did the journey yourself, you got your own place, I'll meet up with you for $1,000. But if I have to fly to you, I feel like $4K is probably going to be my price for the continental US. Ken, how to be handsome? The easiest way to get handsome is to get your heart broken. And then use your heartbreak to encourage you to get better, you know? Watch some YouTube tutorials on style. Start there. Hit the gym. Work out. And get your heart broken a couple times. Heartbreak is some great motivation. If the world was actually round, then why are all the pictures of the earth flat? $10K. If I did like international, it would probably be like 8 to 10K, yeah. But some countries I wouldn't go to. Some countries I'd be like, no thanks. Off the list. But worldwide, I'd probably do anywhere in the world for like 8,000. I still covered the second skin stuff. Comes off tomorrow. You're annoyed right now? What's wrong, Capricorn Eyes? I've got 2,000 laying under the mattress for this sole reason. Perfect. You can sleep between my sister and I. Only a man could fly to a stranger and not be worried. Yeah. I'm a very capable person. I'm a very big person, and I'm also a mixed martial artist. I feel safe most places, which I'm very privileged for, you know? I will not deny my privilege in that aspect. Good night, Rana. Thanks for being here. Aiden, hello. That's what I'm doing. Summer Angel, how are you? Do you know me? Fiomara. I don't know. Do you live under a rock or not? Time ain't free, exactly. You're worth $1 million? Well, if you'll pay it, I'll take it. Oreos or chocolate chip? Chocolate chip. Team chocolate chip forever, Veronica. Are you an escort? I would be. I've never done it before, but I totally would, as long as I don't have to do anything other than show up, you know? Unknown Blonde, hello. Good morning. I was scared to meet my boyfriend that I have now for the first time. And the first time he stayed. Yeah, that's very normal. I feel like it's very normal for you to be nervous meeting a stranger. Hi from Arlington. Hello. Especially as a woman. How do you wrestle at night? Like, it depends on the match. Is it a steel cage match? Are we doing tables, ladders, chairs? That's fine. Thank you for the follow. Single with 3 older kids. It's a player's playground. Cody, hi. Raven, Alien, welcome. Jane, hello. Tanner, hi. Miss Lizzie, Welcome. Cody, thank you for the follow. Maybe I should offer myself as a wedding date. Jane, thank you for those likes. Can you teach some things? Sure. What do you want to learn? Hello, Ash. Okay. I'll do well on WWE pay-per-view. Thank you for those likes. You'd be a great wedding date. I agree. I totally would. Guy you've not met that slid into your DMs and already talking exclusivity, is that normal? So a guy you haven't even met and he's already talking exclusivity, in what way? You haven't met him, you're in DMs. Is he literally asking you to be his girlfriend? Or is he just throwing out the idea? If he's throwing out the idea, I feel like that's fine. You know where they're at. You know they want to commit a relationship. If they're asking for a commitment before you meet, let's chill. Let's chill on that. That would be awesome. Your lives are so soothing. Well, thank you, Ash. When it comes to the TP, do you fold or scrunch? I'm a folder. Henry? Are you single? I am single. I so know you. You're the one chasing me in my dreams while I'm trying to drink my espresso. I just had a bad Tinder experience that made me want to give up on it all. What happened, Mimi? Only talking to me and only wants me to talk to them, and talked about cleaning out a drawer for me. I mean, everything was fine until the cleaning out the drawer part. Do they mean in their bathroom? Are they being playful? Or are they serious? Like, did they take a picture of their drawer in their bathroom cleaned out for you? Or are they just being playful, Tiff? Everyone keeps asking when I'm going to get married, and I can't even think about being married. He sounds very territorial if you haven't met, and he's demanding those things. Let me make sure my rose is changed. Oh, charged. That may have been a joke. Things seem fine for now, Tiff. How old are you? I'm 31. How long have you been taking what? The guy said, let's be honest, neither one of us is hot in a video chat before meeting me. What the fuck? I would not show up. If a girl said that to me, you know damn way I'm showing up on a date. It's just me, 560. Hello. They're in Tennessee on a job and won't be back for 2 weeks to meet. What qualities do I seek in a woman? I just want a baddie on the outside and a goodie on the inside, Jen. I just want somebody who's super respectful, who is kind and caring, who has some empathy, good communicator. And that's it. That's it really for the inside parts. I have a whole situation Super Ken knows. I never text him back after that. I would not either, Mimi. That's awful. I would have laughed at someone and said that to me, like, what projection much. If a guy talks about his ex often and apologizes but feel he needs to vent, is he over her? Not 100%. Not 100% over her. Like, sometimes people just need to vent to get the toxic out, to get the poison out, to get the pain out. It doesn't mean that they would take them back just because they're talking about their ex. But it also means they're definitely not over the situation yet. You know, it definitely means they have a little healing to do. You know, unless that's the subject, you know, unless Like, it's different if you're ranting and then they bring up something their ex has done that's similar. That's okay. But if it's just like out of nowhere and they're like, sorry, I just need to vent. It's like, what do you need to vent? Like, why you still got this bottled up in you? They're not over them yet. They've not healed from that yet. But there's definitely a difference between talking about your past and venting about a situation that you're still kind of in, if that makes sense. It sounds like he's still in that situation in a way, even if they don't talk. He's just not over it yet, not healed, not ready for a relationship, I don't feel. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. Exactly. That's exactly what I want. Thank you. I was crying after that. Aw, Mimi. Don't cry. Don't cry over some dork that called himself ugly. I'm not respectful behind doors, and we love that, you know? What happens in the bedroom doesn't count. You know? You don't need to I was gonna say you don't need to respect me in the bedroom, but you kinda do. You kinda do. That was me a couple of years ago. I needed to get it out. Now I don't care to talk about it. Yeah, and it's like it's okay to talk about your past. Like, it's okay to talk about situations with your ex. But I feel like there's a difference between talking about your past and venting about your past, you know? Is the ex in their lives like having a kid where they have to deal with them regularly? How can I help him? Let me scroll back up. How can you help him venting about the ex? The best thing to do when somebody's venting is just let them vent, let them talk. You don't really want to compare notes. You don't want to compare your past to their past when somebody's venting. When you're having a conversation, sure, but when it's venting and they just need to let the steam out, just let them talk. Just be an ear. And if they want to hear what you think, they'll ask. Ken, you're almost describing me as your perfect girl, but we're friends. Tiff? One time I dated a guy who told me I couldn't have guy friends. Even my brother's boyfriend? Your brother's boyfriend? You couldn't be friends with your brother's boyfriend. That's weird. Or setting boundaries versus venting. I vent to my boyfriend about my ex-husband a lot because I still got to deal with him. That's different. That's different for sure. But Ria, I hope you get to the point where you're kind of just numb to your ex-husband, you know, where you just kind of coexist. And he work on not allowing your ex-husband to trigger you, because that's what he wants. He wants you upset. He wants you to vent to your boyfriend about him. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Don't let him win. Don't let him get to you. Work on being indifferent with your ex-husband. My date turned up 4 hours late. Met me for 20 minutes. No connection 3 hours after I left. Wish I left sooner. You left him blocked. AK, thank you for the follow. I got mine roasted on YouTube Lost show only closure. Please don't respect me in the bedroom. Y'all are so funny. Hello, Amy. Courtney, thank you for the follow. Where are you located? I'm in Ohio. I'm kind of funny, thank you. Kind of makes sense. You got the slow bit link. You did get the slow blink. was just accepted that I was in an abusive situation. I had to process it. Would I make a one fish? I would not, ever. I try to give my boyfriend attention and he pushes me away. So somebody who pushes you away has a dismissive avoidant attachment style. Yeah, I mean, you could communicate how you feel when he pushes you away in a way that doesn't attack him. You know, you don't want to come to him and be like, oh, I try to love you and you just push me away. You don't want to do that, because then he's going to shut down. He's going to be like, well, why don't you find somebody who can love you right then? Instead you want to come to him and feel like it really hurts me when I try to get close to you and you push me away. You know, I just feel so unloved sometimes. I feel so unwanted. You know, I know that closeness makes you uncomfortable, but could you try a little harder for me? Could you try to be more close with me? Could you try to fill in the blank of what you want? It's really important when we're dating somebody with an avoidant attachment style that we use I statements and we make it about our feelings instead of how bad of a person they are for not giving us our needs. Because they will shut down, they'll stonewall, and it'll just get worse to the point where you're apologizing for even bringing it up. Remember that guy that told me I'll see you when I see you? He never reached out and deleted the app. Yeah, you're right. I am right, Rhea. Now I feel like I lost my window. Should I reach out and tell him I liked him? Yeah, you can do that, Aiden. Go for it. The worst that can happen is you get ignored. You left on red. Elizabeth, hello. If you're on a date and the guy gets jealous over another man waving at you and leaves you alone, I know you talk about styles a lot. How often do you consider things are situational? Are you saying like attachment styles? Like how often do I consider somebody acting a certain way is situational? Only in the beginning. I'm not going to assume somebody's attachment style immediately. For example, if we're just starting to talk, I don't expect all that great communication until we're saying good morning and good night to each other. From that point forward, I'm going to judge you on your communication skills. But until we get to the point of good morning, good night, I'm not judging you on how long you take to respond to me or how good you are at telling me you're going to be busy for the day. But after that, every action is telling. What's everyone's love language? Mine is quality time and physical touch. Also, hello. How are you? McKenna. Thank you. I needed this. You're welcome, Yemi. I got you. Elizabeth, hello. Quality time, physical touch. Connection being a separate thought about what you're talking about. Can I tell you something? Of course, Elizabeth. Hello, Taylor. Taylor, how have you been? I wish you had co-parenting advice. I'm not a parent. I can't help. I only have very minimal co-parenting advice. Hello from New York. Hello. Bruni Torres, thank you for the follow. If I could just reassure me every few minutes, we're good, not a big thing. I've been good, just vibing. Physical touch and quality time for you too. You're being filtered, Rhea? What are you trying to say? I can make you a parent. Do you have a secure attachment? I do. I'm so happy to say that I have taken a test recently and I've graduated to a secure attachment style. It looks like Sean Cody. It probably took me about a year. I feel maybe a little less than a year, maybe like 10-ish months to heal my anxious attachment style and become secure, but I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I just got a quarter sleeve. He even thinks babies are ugly. I mean, most babies are ugly. It's not my fault. It's your fault and your baby daddy's fault, not mine. Do you own a home? I do own a home. He's not wrong when they come out and like the first 3 months they're ugly. Smith Ann, hello. How are you? Why do I want to go sit in my car with a galaxy lamp? No, this is not a car. Can cars be in space? This is a Loveship. This is a 3027 Loveship. Ash. MJ. Have you ever ended up liking someone just from one date? Yeah. I've liked people even before one date. Words of affirmation, physical touch. Send me the test, Google it. Where's the test? Just Google attachment style test. My baby ain't ugly. Well, it's also your baby, Caressa. You wouldn't know. Even if your baby was ugly, which I haven't looked at your baby, but even if it was ugly, you wouldn't know. My babies were beautiful. This isn't how it works. Like, I wonder, like, if I had an ugly baby, would I be able to tell? Like, I wonder. I don't know if parents are immune to knowing their babies are ugly. You know? My babies were all adorable. Do we have any parents in here who thinks their babies were absolutely atrocious? Robert, hello. Good night, Jen. Thanks for being here. See, I was in a toss-up between Loveship and Loveship and Ken, I'm off from school stuff this week. Let's hang out. No thanks. Can you totally see my baby and you know she's cute? So here's the thing, Caressa. Have my eyes glanced at your baby? Yes. Do I remember what your baby looks like? I don't. I really don't. He's so honest. Can I be fun number? Mine was ugly, Jane. I totally say that is what everyone told me. I feel like nobody's going to tell you your baby's ugly unless it's me. Like, I will tell you. If you put pressure on me to tell you, I will tell you. Like, I will rate your baby like this is toddlers and tiaras. If you're going to put the pressure on me. Like, I have a hard problem with lying. I won't lie to anybody. So I will do my best to say everything but a compliment if your baby is ugly. You know, I'll say something like, wow, he looks just like you. Or wow, he looks just like fill in the blank dad's name. I won't call them cute though, because I can't lie. It's so hard for me to lie. I make the most ridiculous faces if I'm telling a lie. How important to you is physical beauty? And if so, do you have a type? Physical beauty is very important to me. And do I have a type? Yeah, bad bitch is my type. I'm sending you baby pictures now. You're welcome. Please, nobody send me baby pictures. Don't do it. No, please don't send me baby pictures. Because I'm not going to confirm one way or the other. I don't want to hurt feelings tonight. I don't want to do that. Boyfriend's ex-wife keeps causing fights about me. They co-parent. Should I suggest they don't talk as often? Yeah, Candace, for sure. If you feel uncomfortable about how often they interact, especially if the interactions are constantly about you, communicate your boundary around that. Set it. You know? Let them know how you feel. Let them know how disrespected it makes you feel. And if he actually loves you, he's going to stick up for you and he's going to agree. He's going to be like, yeah, you're right. They'll figure it out. I say it all the time. My mom said I was ugly. She had a giant head. I'm Macho Man's daddy, and I think he's atrocious brother. Two of my four weren't the cutest. I've seen atrocious babies. I feel like most babies are atrocious. Honestly. My son looked goofy for the first few months. She's a beautiful human human being inside and out now. Challenge accepted. Don't do it. Do it, Rate My Baby. I'm not gonna do it. Ash, thank you so much for making that Corey shake its ass. You're so sweet. That was a cute baby though. It's only the first 3 ones they feel that they're adorable. Never mind, you answered my question. I'm done. I can't lie either. I went out with a guy 5 weeks and felt blah. I went out with another one time and it was magnetic. Here's the thing with that is, did you feel a connection with the second guy, or did you just not feel good enough? And then there was a moment where you felt validated. Like maybe the guy you went out with for 5 weeks immediately made you feel good enough. So you were bored and you didn't feel any sort of spark. You didn't feel any sort of butterflies because he didn't make you fight for his approval. And maybe the other guy made you fight for his approval. Maybe the other guy, you were like, does he like me? Does he not like me? And you're kind of nervous the whole day. And it's like, is this guy going to kiss me? And he finally kisses you. And it's like, oh, he does like me. I am good enough. You gotta look out for that. It's not necessarily I'm not saying it's bad if you feel a spark with somebody and you feel butterflies, but that's not what we need to look for. We don't need to look for some magic feeling. We wanna look for, how does this person treat me? That's what's important. I can't lie either. Now I have to go find baby pictures. What's a bad bitch to you? It's just, you know it when you see it, you know? Like a universal bad bitch. That's my type. You just know. You just know it when you see it. Like if you look at a girl and you're like, is she a bad bitch? Is she not a bad bitch? No, she's not. You just know. Can you imagine waking up to several messages with baby pictures? Please, nobody send me baby pictures. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will... If you send me baby pictures, I am leaving all of you on red. I am not saying a word about you as children. I'm not saying a word about any of your babies. Don't send me baby pictures. I'm not gonna respond to them. Hey, question. What does... I think I was ugly, baby. I was little and bald. My baby's got a full head of hair and dimples and my blue eyes, so couldn't be more cute. Giselle, hello. I think a lot of sparks are physical attraction. I think sparks aren't necessarily physical attraction. I think sparks are just chemicals being released from our abandonment wounds. From our abandonment wounds feeling coddled, if that makes sense. She's a baby doll. I'm not letting this go to you, Rate My Baby. I'm expecting 8 out of 10. I'm not gonna do it. My ex Matthew cheated on me with my senior prom date Tyler while I was on vacation. Ash, how old are you? How old are you that we're talking about senior prom dates? Like Barbie? Yeah, Barbie's a bad bitch. Is Miley Cyrus a baddie? No. Sorry, Miley. You left me on red and I didn't even send you a baby picture. Princess Kami, thank you for the follow. The king blink again. Felt validated, desired, had super honest convos, but my guard went up because it seemed too good to be true. I'm 33. This happened 10 years ago. He cheated on me with the person I went to prom with. Oh! Huh? Wait, hold up. He cheated on me with the person I went to prom with. your ex Matthew cheated on you. You and Matthew are in a relationship in your 30s, and he cheated on you with the guy you went to senior prom with. So he hooked up with your date from senior prom. These are two dudes. Ken, you're considerably understand. Miley Cyrus is not a baddie. I'm sorry. She just isn't. She's not my type. Miley Cyrus is like, she's like a 6.5. To be honest. Ken says about this phone. So I assume he's a player. I'm a baddie, just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm emotional and eating ice cream and towel on TikTok. Tammy, thank you so much for clicking my little heart person. Dua Lipa's a baddie light. Dua Lipa's a cutie. I feel like being emotional eating ice cream in a towel on TikTok is a baddie move. That's what baddies do. Instead of telling me he broke up with me, I found out from my prom date months later. He's like, mind blown. Thank you for the donut, Tammy. Cry hello. If you're dominant in bed, I'm questioning my entire existence. I am. I am a dominant vanilla daddy. Ariana Grande, not a baddie. Did I miss the Barbie discussion? Lynn? You did, but I posted a Barbie video that's like 10 minutes long on TikTok. And then maybe there's hope for me after all. We would never vibe in real life, Ken. I totally got Dom vibes. Yeah. Did you just call yourself a Dom daddy? I need to leave. Yeah, y'all made me take the test like last summer. And I got, so dominant was number 1, vanilla was number 2, and daddy was number 3. So I'm a dominant vanilla daddy. IG hello. What's the probability that a guy will completely ignore a woman reaching out, expressing interest? Depends how much he likes you. And depends if somebody else is in the picture already. If a woman reached out to me, expressing interest, that we've had something with and I felt kind of rejected by her, I would definitely be hesitant. But if I liked her and she's explaining like, look, I really liked you, but whatever, I don't remember your exact situation, I'd probably give her another chance. Troye Sivan's a baddie. That seems perfectly accurate. He's both somehow. I am both. I'm dead if you're just ignoring me. You love me, thank you. B. Russell, thank you for the follow. Tiff, sometimes your comments I just don't want to respond to. Parker, thank you for those likes. I appreciate it. Sometimes some comments just deserve no response, you know? Ice Spice, not a baddie. Parker, how are you? What you up to? I mean, I don't know what kind of stuff y'all are into, but I'm not into weird stuff. It is what it is. SZA, I don't know what they look like. Vanilla Chem probably tastes good. My boyfriend's son dumped sand in my hair And after I watch it twice, I still feel alone. Still feel some. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? Christina Aguilera is definitely a baddie. Britney Spears was a baddie until Toxic came out. Pink Panthers are a baddie. It's like God gave you everything but my number. Are you available for chat? Yeah, if you want to phone call with me or FaceTime with me, Linktree in the bio. Book a call. Today's the last day. It's July 31st. Today's the last day. My prices are 50% off. So go book a phone call. Go book a FaceTime. Link in the bio. Yes, that was the right answer. Britney Spears is a saddie. Britney Spears is a saddie. You know, still love her music, but I feel really bad for Britney. Hey, that she kissed Madonna? No. She just didn't... Britney just didn't age well. You know, she's just not as cute as she was. You know, like, Britney Spears in Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, and Crazy? Sign me up. Sign me up for that version of Britney. Once Toxic came out, I was like, ugh. This ain't my wife anymore. Because I was so loyal to Britney Spears until I was like 9 years old. Like, I was convinced I was going to marry Britney Spears. For sure. Until I was like 9. And then I'm like, never mind. She ain't it. She ain't it anymore. Like, I refused to have a crush on Christina Aguilera. But once Dirty came out, I knew the mistake I made. Once Dirty by Christina Aguilera came out, I was like, Britney who? Chillin', it's hot in LA today, but cool at the beach. You don't like reptiles? Guess how hot it is in Vegas? How hot is it? Why do I feel like I have separation anxiety when my boyfriend leaves? Well, Rhea, you probably do. You have an anxious attachment style, Rhea. Why is it shallow to think Britney Spears didn't age well? She didn't. Are you going to argue that Britney Spears aged well? Because she didn't. Christina Aguilera did age well. Christina Aguilera can still get it. If Britney Spears tried to make out with me, just like that basketball player, you know, my security getting her, you know, my security shutting her down. If Christina Aguilera tried to make out with me, my security team, they're splitting. My security team, pardon the Red Sea. Come right in, Christina. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for you. She was so much younger at that time, too. I mean, I was so much younger. I was 7 years old. When Britney Spears was popping, I was like 7 years old. Good night, everyone. Thanks for the last. Thanks for being here, Ash. That's so cute. I used to dress Britney. She's so sweet. Dirty made her the baddie. Dirty did make her the baddie. Christina Aguilera. Baddie for sure. Pink is your crush? Your girl crush? Rihanna is a baddie. Wait, funny story first. Young Shania Twain for me, look. Current Shania Twain. Shania Twain, I'm trying to have my boots under your bed, Shania Twain. That's whose bed I'm trying to have my boots under. Current Shania Twain can still get it. Shania Twain, still a baddie. Megan Fox a baddie? Megan Fox is a baddie, yeah. The song Dirty, I used to used my dad's work laptop when I was a kid. Left my Christina's CD in. He turned it on at work and blasted Dirty in front of the entire office. Margot, hello. Did you like Jennifer Lawrence? Nah, she's okay. Jennifer Lawrence is okay. Brittany's mental, but I think she's physically aged pretty slowly. Disagree. It's not her fault she's aging bad genetics. Is it genetics? Or is she having a little help? I feel like Brittany's having a little help. How do I still stop feeling like this? It annoys me. Rhea, we got to get you some hobbies. Some things to put your attention on when you're apart. Also, are you guys trying to figure out how to live together yet? What's going on there, Rhea? Margaret, hello. She was your first CD. Oh, you like what you like, Ken. I guess I do like what I like. Guys want baddies, but they end up cheating on them too. No. Cheaters cheat, not guys. You know, women cheat too. It's not that guys get baddies and they fumble them and cheat. It's that cheaters get baddies because they're cheaters, and because they're cheaters, they're usually dismissive, avoidant. They're usually narcissistic. They're usually sociopathic, and those traits, narcissistic traits, histrionic traits, sociopathic traits, are very attractive to humans. So that's why they're cheating on you, because they're cheaters, not because they're men that don't know what they have. It's just who they are. So toxic, no, and dirty, yes, absolutely. Toxic Brittany, dirty Christina. Did you know it's pronounced Rihanna? That's what I said. Cressa, thank you so much for the rose. I used to dress the same as Christina when I was 15. What about Jewel? Jewel's a cutie. I wouldn't call Jewel a baddie. She's cute. You'd like to see me with Cher? Anne Hathaway? Is Anne Hathaway the girl that was in that princess movie where she like jumps over a barrel and it freezes in the air? Or is that somebody else? She looks crazy because of the makeup. She's getting a lot of help. I agree. Florence Pug? I don't know who that is. I'm aging well and I do nothing to age well, so I feel bad when people don't. This is my hobby, Candy. It's 7 p.m. and I have to work tomorrow. Victor, thank you for the follow. White people age like mayo. Oh. I work here, he works there. I'm not allowed to leave my county. His kids just moved back. Disney Hannah, hello. Is Nicki Minaj a baddie? No, she's not. Got that rose from my own life. I appreciate you for taking your rose and giving it to me. Jules, your twin. I wish you thought I was a baddie though. Do you know Rihanna's actual name is not Rihanna? What is her actual name? Why would she lie to us all this time? What's Rihanna's actual name? Angel, hello. Paige, hi. Is Cardi B a baddie? No. Nicki Minaj is more of a baddie than Cardi B. Her name is Robin? Rihanna's real name is Robin? It's Rihanna. And just Anna, not Anna. Rihanna? 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 I don't think so. I don't think so. That's some bullshit. It's Rihanna. Everybody who's a Love Ranger is baddies. If you're a Love Ranger, it takes you to a 10. If you follow me, it takes you to a 10. Everybody who follows me or is a Love Ranger, they're baddies. Go listen to her doing the interview, Ken. I ain't lying. No. Here, I got beef with this whole, oh, well, that's how they say their name. You don't get to choose how your name is pronounced. That's not how it fucking works. Because I got beef with the makeup girl, who insists that her name is pronounced Anastasia. No, the fuck it isn't. Your name is not Anastasia. It's Anastasia. The fuck out. You don't get to pick how your name is pronounced. That's not how that shit works. My name is Carissa, not Carissa. Yeah, of course your name's Carissa because there's an E and not an I. Oh, but you can. Stuff you welcome. Like, I remember arguing with my ex-girlfriend about that because I kept calling it Anastasia and she's like, it's Anastasia. I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't. She's like, yes, it is. That's how she says it. I'm like, she's saying her own name wrong. She doesn't get to pick how her name is sound out. My name is Ami. Don't even start with me. Edwin, welcome. You say it with a Western accent, Anastasia. Let's spell with a fancy A. No one says my name right. Ria is not how you say your name. Exactly, I get corrected every time I say Anastasia. That's my sister's name, and we say it like you. Exactly, it's my sister's name too. My sister's name is also Anastasia. Anastasia. Nico, welcome. The os sound is Russian. How do you say Jesus in Spanish? Well, that's different because it's a different language. In English, Rihanna is pronounced Rihanna. It is you do. Most people say Rhea or Ray. Oh, so I say it right. It's Rhea. Like Anastasia Romanov. Rihanna's Caribbean. I can't do a Caribbean accent. I will die in this hell. I'm vouching for Rihanna. I'm not vouching. Rihanna, start saying your name right. Next time I see Rihanna, I'll let her know that she's been saying her name wrong the whole time. I will see. Anastasia with a cowboy hat. And they have their own dialect too, right? Carla, hi. Is Rihanna actually Caribbean? Or does she just pretend? I thought she's like from Miami or something. Gary, welcome. Please put on a cowboy hat. She is. My name is the same in every language. You don't have any letters that change. I named my kids basic names so they couldn't be mispronounced. Had a great time. Good night. Thanks for your advice. Thank you for being here. Good night. Sweet dreams. You said Rihanna. So that's how you say it. Names don't change due to language, even city names and stuff. What do you mean? Mexico versus Mexico, that's different depending on your language. Brazil literally changes the Z to an S. Chile. Hey, thank you so much for clicking my little heart person. Is different. And Argentina makes an H sound instead of Argentina. So yeah, they do change based on the language. Faith, how are you? Timothy, thanks for the follow. Quesadilla. An accent isn't the same as pronunciation. California, thanks for being here, Carla from California. McKenna, thank you for the cowboy hat. I appreciate it. You're okay? What's wrong, Faith? I'm keeping the hoodie you left at my house last night. Ken, I promise your name is still Ken worldwide. Yeah, because my name is Ken. Lex, hello. Amy, thank you so much for the turkey. It's not the same. I have a regular ass name. I broke my foot last night, and I've been depressed forever. Oh, how did you break your foot? Mikkel, no. You just want to fight tonight. My boyfriend's dad name is Ken. Do you know Barbie? I do know Barbie. It's because I told you I'm... Is it because I told you I'm dominant? You're dominant? I can fix that in a southern accent. Barden Life, thank you for the follow. That's completely different in Spanish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Hene. I knew it. Melissa, hi. I'm submissive, take me. Kelly, welcome. Yeah, how did... Run me over. How did you break your leg? Did you think I was a submissive person? Because, yeah, nobody is making me submit. I could see that, Carissa. I could see you're definitely a problem. Mama, welcome. Marie, hi. Tiffany, hello. Mama, how are you? What's it like? What is what like? You said you're a red flag. Carissa is 100% a red flag. I enjoy slapping boys around. Do you think that open relationships are good or just an excuse to go on with a relationship? So, Manuel, I don't think open relationships are good or bad. I think they just are. I have the belief that you are born either polyamorous or monogamous, just like you're born straight or gay. I think it's the same thing. And I feel like people don't realize that. A polyamorous person can be in a monogamous relationship if they love somebody enough to silence their urge to sleep with a bunch of people. They have to really work on it. They have to really suppress that urge. This is how I feel. I'm not spitting facts right now. I'm spitting speculation. I'm spitting philosophy. I think people are born that way. So, yeah, I'm team monogamy, but I don't judge people who are polyamorous. What is my red flag? My red flag is I don't know when to quit on people. Maybe that's not a red flag, but it's definitely a toxic trait of mine is I don't know when to let go. I definitely fight longer than I should. Being that good looking. I'm the red flag, Chris. You definitely are a red flag. Maybe pull a Khaleesi every now and then. My boyfriend told me if he'd have known me in high school, he would have avoided me because I was a walking red flag. I didn't know what red flags were in high school. Honestly, I didn't know what red flags were until I was like 30. So, I think monogamy is human nature, and it isn't put on us by society. And the reason I feel that way is because there are monogamous mammals, so why can't we be a monogamous mammal? So there was a scientific study where they took prairie voles who were polyamorous, and they gave them vasopressin, which is the cuddle hormone. So they gave these polyamorous prairie voles vasopressin, and they became monogamous. And another scientific study they did was they took humans who cheated and they looked in their DNA and found that the people who cheated had a long allele variant of dopamine receptors. They were like 50% likely to cheat. So we have this mixture of DNA and environment. So the vasopressin I'm assuming would be an environment thing, and the dopamine receptors would be a DNA thing. So I believe humans are monogamous mammals. But I also think with gene variants and different levels of certain hormones, humans can also be polyamorous. I think humans are both. But I think monogamy is the majority of humans. I'd be so scared to even try polyamory, but I can imagine knowing is less painful than being betrayed. Yeah, I feel like polyamory isn't something you just jump into and try. I followed somebody for the longest time named Aubrey Marcus. He's he's like a spiritual influencer, and he tried polyamory with his wife at the time. And it's because he approaches relationships in a spiritual way and not in a psychological or scientific way. So he viewed polyamory as letting go of not trying to own somebody, of letting your partner be this wildflower and hoping that would connect them more. But what happened is his wife fell in love with somebody who wasn't him during this adventure of exploring polyamory. So I just truly believe you're either a polyamorous person or a monogamous person. I don't think it's something for you to choose. Because if you're not a polyamorous person, you're never going to be comfortable in it. You're never going to enjoy it, no matter how hard you try. Poly people some hoes. Just kidding. I don't give a fuck. I have 5 boyfriends for all my personalities. That's you, Lex. I had the most perfect first love. It's stupid. I am effed. Okay, science daddy. I'm not 100% science daddy, but it was learning the science was on accident because I didn't consider that cheating would be scientific. I wanted to learn the psychology of why do humans cheat, and I would watch TED Talks because how I approach a question is I don't just want an answer to my biased opinion going into it. I also want the other perspectives. So when I'm looking up reasons why we cheat, I also want to see the other side. So I watched this TED Talk of this woman who doesn't condemn cheating, who is like, relationships can be repaired. You can get over cheating. Like, is it worth losing a lifelong partner over a one-time thing kind of mindset? So that was more of the psychology of cheating. And during this research on the psychology, I found the scientific answer. So there is science to cheating. There is science to polyamory versus monogamy. But it was completely accident to stumble upon that because I'm not looking for the science when I'm picking apart human behavior. I more so look for the psychology. But it's interesting when you do stumble on actual science. Okay, okay, I accept your science. Do you think it's linked to ADHD? I'm not educated on ADHD, so I can't really talk about it or link ADHD to anything. Nature versus nurture, yes. Damn, that's crazy. You're onto something. I am onto something, and I wonder if that'll be the cure for narcissism, as an example. Like, is narcissism something that can be cured with a rebalancing of certain hormones? I don't know. Mixed with therapy, obviously, not just on its own. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll be able to cure narcissistic personality disorder. I love that you study the hormone stuff. Have you seen that TED Talk about hormone stuff? Which one? The love hormone? I haven't seen that. I love monogamy. Me too. I'd be miserable. I'd be miserable in a polyamorous relationship as well. My poly friend says it's like having the best friend and you're happy for them when they're happy. Yeah, like polyamorous people just they don't pair bond the way that monogamous people do. They don't have this attachment of that's my person in the way that a monogamous person does who has higher levels of vasopressin. I'd love to talk to you about why humans cheat. There's a book that speaks about it, The Evolution of Desire. Kenneth's TikTok daddy, life coach daddy, finance daddy of dominance. Kia, hello. Zach, welcome. I've learned so much about that. Also, I think I've been that one. If it's a blonde lady. Yeah, it is a blonde lady. You've probably seen it. She's French. She's a French woman. And her perspective is interesting because I like hearing everybody's perspective. And then I take the different perspectives from people who have specialized in whatever it is they specialize for decades, you know. I want to see their perspective, break their perspective down. Because even when I come up with something, I'm the first person to argue with myself. So, like, not a lot of people argue with me, but sometimes people will challenge me. Sometimes people will argue with me, but it's like, I promise you, any argument you bring up, I've already argued with myself about it. Like, any thought or belief I have, there's nothing you can say that I haven't already thought about myself. Anytime I think of anything, anytime I make a connection, I try to break it apart and find out how I'm wrong. And the places I am wrong or the places there are gaps, I try to fill them and figure out, well, why am I wrong? Why does this counteract that? Like, I'm the first person to break my thoughts down and argue with myself and try to prove myself wrong before I say how I feel about things. Would you forgive someone that cheated on you? No, I wouldn't. I would move on. Like, would I forgive in the sense of I'm not going to hold a grudge? Yes. Will I forgive in the sense of take you back? No. Like, I will let go. I will let go of my anger I have towards you. I will let go of any sort of resentment. Would I let go of resentment? I don't know. I don't think I would let go of the resentment. I would let go of my anger. I would let go of you. I feel like I would resent you to my grave, though. I don't think I would let you into my life either. I've cheated. I'm not proud of it, but I've done a lot of therapy. But I can never be poly. I'm so happy you've went to therapy, Jane, and you've worked on yourself. I don't think narcissists can be cured. Yeah, currently they can't be cured. But they also used to believe borderline personality disorder couldn't be cured. But they figured it out. I feel like we've advanced further with curing borderline personality disorder more than narcissism, just because therapists and psychologists don't want to deal with narcissists. You know, narcissists can fool the therapist. Narcissists are very, very manipulative people. You know, like psychologists and therapists they're not superhuman. You know, they're not gods. They don't know everything. Like, sometimes they get it wrong. And they can be fooled. Narcissists can fool therapists. And for that reason, they get a narcissistic client on the table, they don't want to take them. And I feel like that's why our understanding of narcissism hasn't really progressed. That's why we haven't figured out how to cure it. And we may never figure out how to cure it. But we also thought borderline personality disorder couldn't be cured. So who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Maybe the answer is hormones in some capacity. The narcissist would have to want to change. And what are the chances of that? Very slim. Rhea, I don't think you're a narcissist. I don't feel like you give narcissist vibes, Rhea. Therapy and medicine, maybe we could. I hope so. No more narcissists. I made you laugh a lot tonight. I always argue with myself first. I like arguing with you, Ken. I'm not speaking the thought till I figured out the facts first. Would you admit it if you hadn't thought about it that way yet? I love contributing. Would you admit it if you haven't thought about that way yet? Like, if somebody brought up a point I never thought of, yeah. I've done that. Just the other night when we were talking about the Barbie movie, Vin was in here bringing up points about the Barbie movie that I didn't think of. So yeah, I give people credit when they say something I never considered. Prove yourself wrong about Rihanna's name. Send me the science stuff you find. Now I'm curious if there's overlap. What I'll be looking at. I mean, you can Google it. You can Google vasopressin and Google long allele variant of dopamine receptors and cheating. You can find there's plenty of articles and papers on it. Narcissists are difficult. They are. My narcissist cannot be cured. He has no self-awareness. Sometimes I wonder about myself, and because my anxiety makes me want to be crazy. No, I think you have an anxious attachment style. Yeah, for sure. If you're wondering, you're not. So that's not 100% true. Narcissists can be self-aware. Narcissists can know there's something wrong with them or wonder if there's something wrong with them. So that's a myth that if you question you're the narcissist, you're not the narcissist. That's a myth. That's a good sign that you are a narcissist. It makes you less scary to me. Oh, me? I'm evil. Where are my bad boy glasses? I'm a bad boy. Those were a lot of long words really fast. So vasopressin is the cuddle hormone. And then look up long allele variant of dopamine receptors and cheating. You trust me a bit more? Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't trust me. What's the best way for not being an avoidant? So, Marco, any sort of insecure attachment style, we want to do the opposite of what we're comfortable with. So, just like an anxious person needs to learn how to be alone, they need to learn to occupy their mind with things that aren't the relationship. Like get a hobby, start a business, meditate, work out, really work on not losing themselves. The avoidant person needs to do the opposite. They need to work on intimacy. They need to work on spending more time with their partner. They need to work on communicating with their partner, making plans with their partner. Like all the things that make your skin want to burn, that you feel like you shouldn't have to do, that you don't want to do, those are the things you need to do. So if you're an avoidant, spend time with your partner, communicate, let your partner know how much you love them and appreciate them. Even though you don't want to. I know you don't want to, but do that. Plan a date. And that's really going to help. And another thing you could do is ask for favors as an avoidant. You could ask for favors so that way your partner can follow through with those favors, and then you learn to trust that people do follow through. Because a dismissive avoidant is usually born out of a childhood where they learn to rely on themselves a little too early. They grew up too fast. and you felt like you can't really rely on anybody to follow through. You're the only person you can trust to do things for you, to get things done. So ask for some favors. Like even something so small, like, hey, I'm gonna go get ready. Could you do the dishes, for example? Just something small. That works more so if you're the female, because it takes you longer to get ready, and the guy could be like, yeah, I'll clean up before we go out. So ask for favors and work on being closer to your partner. If you come across more that a Leo is already part of future study I want to do, it has other things it's linked to. I'm tapping your face like crazy. It does have other things it's linked to. It's also linked to being impulsive. And it's linked to being a thrill seeker. I feel like you look familiar. Well, I'm TikTok's #1 dating TikToker. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I wonder if they notice how they're miserable most of the time in relationships. Narcissists, yeah, they for sure feel miserable. And they don't understand it. 100%. My therapist just said to me, interesting, that if you think you are one, you aren't one. Yeah, that's a myth. It's a sign that you may not be one, but it's not 100%. Some narcissists know that they're shitty people and what they're doing. It's not impossible for a narcissist to think that they're a narcissist. Live your life to the fullest. Marlos, hello. Skin burning, such a good way of explaining feeling vulnerable. Yeah, like skin burning is probably that vulnerability, that swallow your pride, swallow your ego feeling, for sure. Being with a narcissist is spending like 98% of the time in a miserable relationship. Like, can we just vibe? In my experience, it wasn't that extreme of like 98% of the time it was miserable. But it was like, it depended. It depended on what we had to do and if I was useful for the moment. If I were useful, then the relationship was good. But I would just as quickly be thrown to the side like a doll when they're done with me, and then it's miserable until they get back. Or until they need me again. Which, I don't know, maybe is closer to 50-50 for me in my situation. Go watch Harry Potter soon. Carissa, thanks for being here. Good night. Exactly. I'm saying I wonder if being miserable a lot is what makes them self-aware sometimes. Hello, Lila. How are you? I was just in shock while healing, thinking about how much time he was okay with wasting on upset. Elvis, thank you for the follow. I'm going to bed, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Click that follow button if you're new. Follow me on Instagram @SuperKenGaming. If you want to FaceTime with me, if you want a phone call with me, this is the last day to get a phone call, to get a FaceTime 50% off. Good night, Ria. Sweet dreams. And also, movie time with me is 50% off. Book a movie. Book a night. I love you all so much. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the corgis. Sweet dreams. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.